Yo.
What is up, my friend?
What's up, brother?
Not much, man.
Yeah. Welcome. Well, I don't know why I'm saying welcome to y'all. Welcome to SportzAddictz. I'm MrBugz.
I'm the Icon, my friend.
How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Man, sorry about last week.
Hey, man, I've had some personal issues going on right now.
Yeah.
My mom's in and out of the hospital.
How's she doing?
She's doing excellent. Man.
Good. Prayers are out to her.
Yeah, a little scared with the equipment that she has, but everything's fine.
Good.
Yeah, so she's good.
Good. So, man, I mean, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah.
Within this 45 minutes. I'm going to try to go 45 minutes today. I don't know.
Yeah.
Try to. I know a lot of YouTubers don't like long videos, but, you know, they say that we're interesting people. So, you know. College football this past weekend, bro.
Yeah.
Upset City.
Georgia getting beat.
Yeah. Now, who would have called that?
Yeah, they play Auburn this weekend, right? Or they played Auburn last weekend,
Auburn,
right? Yeah.
yes.
And Auburn's a no slouch. They beat, they're not a slouch team.
No.
I would not doubt that they don't beat Alabama at the end of the year too.
I would like to see that happen.
I would too.
Really, I would love to see that happen.
Because I think that would give us a two-loss team in the playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the playoff system though.
I was about to ask you, what's your thoughts on the playoff system?
There's its ups and downs. I have
just like the BCS.
I have its mixed feelings.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it right. I don't think though that if you've got I think the strength of schedule aspect of it needs to be tweaked a little bit.
I think so too, honestly.
I think there's some teams that have potential to be undefeated and don't get the credit.
Right.
Like these smaller schools, for instance, like UFC or UCF.
Mm-hmm.
These schools that are like Memphis last year was undefeated all the way up until week 12 or last week of the season or something like that.
Right.
And lost the game.
Right.
But they don't get enough credit, and I don't think that's fair.
It's not.
I think there's a lot of talk that they should do what they do at the Division II level.
Yeah.
With 16-team playoffs, you still play your schedule, but you play.
They ain't gonna have enough time for a 16-team playoff, though. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, though, a lot of people are saying, "Well, what about the bowl games?" And the bowl games, yes, they bring in money for the programs, but you can still have your bowl games. Yes, you may not see the traditional USC versus Ohio State in a Rose Bowl, but
you can have your top 8 bowl games.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So if you want to do like a 16-man format, get your top 8 bowl games from Rose Bowl all the way down to Holiday Bowl or.
I would go as far as Christmas Day. I would go as far as Christmas Day. Whatever bowls are played on Christmas Day,
Which is the Holiday Bowl, right?
I believe. I'm not sure what bowls are played on what. I don't pay attention to it. There's 150 bowls or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to too many bowls.
Right.
But I would go as far as that. Your first round games would be, and you would give your top 4 teams buys. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Your number 5 team would play the number 16 team. Mm-hmm. And then in whatever bowl, but you save
just like they do in college in a tournament in college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you save your Rose Bowl, your Sugar Bowl,
Fiesta Bowl,
the Fiesta Bowl, and the Orange Bowl for your semifinals.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I just gotta say, thank God I'm not on the committee.
This will be real tough this week. I should. With Miami thumping Notre Dame, should Miami be number 1? Or do you have an Alabama who is still undefeated reclaim that top spot? You also got Wisconsin, who is still undefeated.
And talking about Wisconsin and the strength of schedule and everything like that, there's been a lot of talk about, Wisconsin shouldn't be ranked the way they are just because of their strength of schedule. I agree. But also, Alabama. I mean, honestly, besides Auburn, and I know they played Florida State in the beginning of the season, everybody else they played, they didn't play nobody either. I'm just being real. I'm not knocking Bama. I like what Nick Saban is doing down there, but like I'm trying to say, if you're talking about Wisconsin and their schedule, look at Alabama and their schedule.
I think
why they've been number one for all these weeks.
My biggest thing is, and I hate to say this about the Big Ten, because I don't want to knock any conference. I think the reason why they put Ohio State on that bottom tier, or not bottom tier, but you know what I mean, is because of the Big Ten. The Big Ten isn't the conference that people say they are, but the Big Ten is...
Big Ten is not that competitive. It's trying to be now.
They have the top... They have 2 or 3, maybe 4 teams that are in the top 10 every year, like Penn State, Michigan State.
Penn State just got there.
Ohio State. Yeah, Penn State's getting back to where it was back in the 90s when we were kids.
Yeah.
The SEC, to me, is not the top conference.
Who would you say the top conference is?
Well, right now it's Clemson it's ACC because of Clemson being the reigning national champions.
Yeah.
I think it's whatever conference wins the national championship. If Ohio State wins the national championship, it's the Big Ten. If the USC wins it, it's the Pac-12. Mm-hmm. Because your conference, you won, and your conference is the best. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. I mean, they say the SEC is the cream of the crop. Creme de la creme.
That's what they say. I mean, I gotta just disagree on that.
I think it's where you live too. Honestly, I mean, a lot of people say the Big Ten. What we were saying was, as far as the Big Ten and the SEC, and you can compare them all day, all you want, but it's biased positioning where you live. Yeah. So if you we live in the Big Ten and the part of the ACC with Pitt. The people from the South are going to say the SEC is better because they constantly have those teams like Alabama, Georgia, Florida when they're doing better. You got. I mean, I think it depends on where you live and mm-hmm. depends on the teams that you have in your area. Mm-hmm. Like honestly, the Big Ten is the strongest in this area. I think
Well, yeah.
And then you got the ACC because of Pitt being in the ACC. They moved from the Big East to the ACC within the last couple years.
I miss the Big East.
I do miss the Big East. I like that.
I do. I mean,
I like the fact that when you had Miami, Virginia Tech, Pitt,
WVU,
West Virginia,
right?
Or West Virginia, yeah. WVU was in there.
Yeah.
I like that matchup. I like that.
I did too. Especially the old, Michael Vick playing for Virginia Tech, and he coming to Pitt or West Virginia or something, just killing them with his legs.
Yep.
But
yeah, there were some big upsets this weekend in the college football rankings. We had
Notre Dame getting beat.
Notre Dame got thumped.
I saw that happening.
I did too.
I did, and I'm not knocking Notre Dame. Or maybe I am. Go Bucks! I hope we play y'all in a bowl game.
I'm not knocking Notre Dame for the loss.
Oh, I am.
I mean,
I'll be the first to admit.
But 41-8. That the Miami's defense is
they're nasty.
Dope.
They're nasty, man.
They're nasty. They're they're oh my gosh. And that swag is back.
Yeah, it is.
The U is back.
The U is back.
I hate to admit that.
I'm not a Miami fan, but Miami, they really haven't been right since the Ken Dorsey days.
No, they have not, and it's sad to say that when you go almost a decade without being in a prominent bowl mm-hmm. or even they've had some good seasons without that era,
right?
But they've not been what they were. The swag wasn't there. It's not going. It wasn't there. Now the swag is back.
Swag is back.
Mark Richt has turned that program around, and I think they're going to be back where they were. Mm-hmm. In a few years. I mean, it's just not.
What are they ranked at right now?
They are, as of right now, they're currently ranked 7th.
7th, okay.
There's going to be some big talk this week now because Oklahoma could move up. Clemson.
That's tonight, actually.
Yeah, that's tonight. Yeah, after or before the Champions Classic in college basketball, which we'll get to later.
Oh yeah. I look forward to that. We'll get that.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later. College basketball starting back up to this year. Clemson, they beat Florida State this weekend.
Yeah.
So there's talk that they could be moving back up. Notre Dame's definitely. How far will Notre Dame fall? That's the biggest question. They're ranked. They were number 3 at the point. They were set up against Alabama.
They probably will drop to like number 9.
But yeah, how far will they fall? You got Oklahoma, TCU, which I believe got beat too this weekend.
TCU, I believe, did get beat. Sorry guys, we're on our phones. We don't have paper anymore. We don't do paper. Like the old school, we use our digital technology. So for on our phones, it's because we're looking to see what we can talk about.
Right. No, I don't think they did get beat.
But anyway.
No, yeah, they did. They got beat Oklahoma.
Okay.
So you got Oklahoma, Miami, Wisconsin. Washington played Friday, and I think they got they got beat by Stanford.
Okay.
So I mean, how far do you go? To the top 10? Right now. You got Georgia, Alabama, Notre Dame who lost, Clemson who won, Oklahoma who won, TCU lost, Miami.
TCU's moving out of the top 10.
Yeah,
they are
because you got Auburn that could move up. Ohio State probably going to be in the top 10, I would believe. They're not going to be in the top 4.
Oh no.
But
and and I'm trying to be biased. Trying to be biased.
Right.
But a lot of people, and I've read this on Facebook and different social media outlets. They're giving scenarios on how Ohio State can make the college football playoffs. Me being a big fan, I just don't see it happening this year.
There's a lot that needs to happen.
A lot. I mean, a lot.
Wisconsin has to lose, for one. Wisconsin has to lose because if they don't lose, ultimately they go to the Big Ten championship. So, but Ohio State could easily get into that Big Ten title game. I mean, they're in it right now.
They're in it right now. If the season was over, it'd be Ohio State and Wisconsin in the Big Ten title game.
They'd have to win that game.
Without a doubt.
And they'd have to hope for Michigan to pull an upset this weekend against Wisconsin. I
just can't see myself to root for Michigan. I hate Michigan and Notre Dame.
Also, you gotta hope Oklahoma trips up.
Yeah.
You gotta hope Miami trips up, which I don't think Miami's tripping up.
No.
I think it's going to be Miami and Alabama in the national title game.
Miami and Alabama.
You're
putting Miami up there.
Yes, I think Miami and Marcus Howard. You're probably going to kiss my feet for that, but I think Miami will beat Alabama for the national title. I think Miami could win the national title this year. They're that strong.
You probably will kiss your feet for that.
They're that strong.
Yeah. We need to get Marcus Howard on the show now that you brought him up.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool.
Marcus, what's up, baby? Come on through. I won't allow no Baltimore Ravens nonsense or anything like that in this crib. You know that. So, and I need you to salute the Steeler flag
as you walk in. The door. He made me do it. I'm not a Steelers fan. So.
I sure did. So,
but all right, so let's transition gears here.
Yes, let's transition, and also before we transition, let's just take a couple. Let's take a 40-second break. I'm gonna show you a video that my brother King Motivation that he did. You want to get your workout on, you want to get your arms moving and everything. The right way to do it. So we're gonna post that for you right now. We'll be back, baby.
Yep, let's go.
Hope you liked that video from my brother, my baby brother, King Motivation. Expect some more videos from him down the line. He's a truck driver, so he's really busy.
Yeah.
But he does what he does.
Right.
He does when he can. So much love to you, baby bro. So, NFL, my favorite sport. Yeah.
Yeah, I got into it last night. I watched a little bit of the Monday night game last night because my boys beat the
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, my boys beat the Dolphins last night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the Dolphins. And no knocking to my mom. My mom is a big Dolphins fan. She was a fan when they had the 72 Dolphins back when she was little. Yeah. And she's been a fan ever since. Yeah. But Dolphins just suck.
Yeah.
I mean, getting rid of Jay, first of all. I mean, I still don't get that. I don't. For some draft picks? I mean...
This is like Calvin Benjamin being traded for a 3rd and 7th to Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to discuss that.
I guess it's a money issue with these owners now.
It must be. I mean, they're talking about Roger Goodell and his extension. Jerry Jones is trying to block it, so...
Yeah.
But Thursday nights.
Tennessee Titans and Pittsburgh Steelers. You can see half of it, Steelers. You know, I made him salute the flag when he walked in his house.
Yes, I did. But what's your take on it? I mean, do you like it? Do you dislike it?
What?
The Thursday night games.
Okay, now here, as a fan,
okay,
I do like it. As a fan,
I think it's good for this sport. I really do.
As a player, I would hate it.
I would have to agree.
Because you're coming off of a game on Sunday. And sometimes Sunday night.
Yeah.
You know? You got 4 days to prepare. That means because usually when you play a Sunday game, you take Monday and Tuesday off.
Yeah.
You come back to the grind on Wednesday to prepare for Sunday.
Yeah.
When you're playing a Thursday game, you're back to the grind on Monday.
Yeah.
You know? I'd hate it. I would absolutely hate it.
I would probably amend. I would probably give that team that plays on Thursday the week off, the Sunday before. That's what I think should happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not fair. I mean, Richard Sherman went down Thursday night this past week with an Achilles injury. I just don't think it. I like you said, I like it as a fan. It brings in the money.
Yeah.
And it gives another aspect of the game.
I just think it's too much, though.
If they're gonna do it, they need to do it where, like I said, they need to have either that Sunday week before off, or I mean, it's like you can't have 2 weekends off. I mean, you're gonna have 2 weeks, so you're gonna have almost 2 weeks to prepare for the game because you're gonna play Sunday and you're gonna have this Sunday off and you're gonna play Thursday. Yeah, I mean, it probably would be the best thing to do is get rid of that last Sunday. Maybe give them a bye, or
and only play one Thursday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Or maybe do like 2 or 3 games on Thursday.
Yeah.
Instead of doing like Thanksgiving, it's coming up. They have 3 games on Thursday. Why not do that more on Thursday? Move to move a Thursday. 2 or 3 games to Thursday, and give that team some other teams rests the week before. That way you can still have your bye weeks.
Yeah.
But have your bye week the week before.
I think, like you said, it should be like a special. I don't think they should have Thursday night game every Thursday.
No,
have the opening game. The opening game on the NFL kickoff, have that on Thursday.
Yeah.
Like you said, have the Thanksgiving Day games on Thursday. And maybe one more, in between.
Christmas, maybe. Do one the week of Christmas.
Yeah.
They did that the first year they did that with the Thursday games. They had one at the beginning of the year. They had it at Thanksgiving, and I think they did a Thursday game for the Christmas because I think Thursday fell on Christmas.
Right.
I just think they should. I don't think the team should play on Sunday if they're going to play on Thursday.
I agree.
Ben Roethlisberger said that it's just a grind. You can't do that. It's just your body takes a toll. It takes a toll after getting hit.
It does. I mean, look
for
at
60
him.
minutes.
Look at him. I mean, his body is. I mean, it's taking a toll.
He's my age, so I mean, it's taking a toll.
It's taking a toll on him. But anyway, Titans, Steelers, Thursday night. Should be a good game.
Should be a good one.
Should be.
I think the Steelers will get that one.
If they learn how to play right. I mean the way they played against Indy, I almost stopped watching the game in the fourth quarter. Like,
I mean, the Titans have got Mariota, and they played very well last week. So
Mariota's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I knew that when he played for Oregon.
yeah.
So you know.
Let's what about the Falcons beating the Cowboys, and
that was expected.
The defensive end was 6 sacks in one game.
Yeah.
So I mean that's unprecedented.
That was expected. I don't know if Dallas' head is in the game because of Zeke being suspended, Ezekiel Elliott. That was expected.
Hey,
for Atlanta to beat
well,
Dallas.
we talked about it 2 weeks ago. We talked about this when we talked about maybe him getting suspended, and the 3 games that the 3 key games was Kansas City, Atlanta, and then next week was Philly.
Yeah.
They've lost 2 of the 3 so far,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't see them winning against Philly.
I don't either.
I think Philly's the cream of the crop in the NFL as far as the team is concerned.
Listen, I already got the championship games already slated. New England, Pittsburgh, Philly, New Orleans.
You can't stop. I would say yes to that, but you also got to don't slouch on Carolina in that division. I think Carolina could sneak up and beat them in that division.
Beat who? New Orleans?
Yeah.
That's a big night. Carolina's give or take.
They're just getting on track. If you watch, I mean, yes, they played Miami, but they beat a very good Atlanta team the week before.
Yeah.
They're on a little bit of a roll right now too, so you can't slouch them out of that division for the win, the division. Now it's going to be them 2 in the division. One of those 2 are going to win that division, and the other one's going to get the wild card.
I'm gonna pull a Stephen A on you real quick. JP, I'm knocking Carolina out. I'm sorry. I gotta knock them out. I'm not a believer. I'm really not. I mean,
I'm trying to see what they're.
We're back. This is the 3rd camera.
I'm having a little technical difficulties today.
Honestly, I need to learn to charge my S dash before I start recording. Sorry. But anyway, we were talking about the schedule for Carolina.
Yeah, the next couple games they have the Jets, the Saints, which will be a key game, I think.
The Jets will be a W, for sure. The Saints, it's give or take.
Yep, it's depending on who's going to show up.
Cam's got to be on his A game.
Yep.
For real.
And then they got the Vikings and Green Bay.
The Vikings?
That's the NFL Network. The NFL Network right now has us posted as a loss for that game because of the defense.
Really?
The Vikings defense. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then Green Bay, the Buccaneers, and then the last game of the year against the Falcons.
The Falcons is an L. That's going to be an L. Say yes, Mr. Bugs.
It's in Atlanta. I would give you that. It's in Atlanta.
The Bucks, that's an easy W.
Yeah, they're struggling. Jameis Winston's done for the year, so yeah.
Hey, what's up with this? Give me a W. I can taste it. Don't you want to eat a W?
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know.
I mean, even his players were like, "What?"
Bro, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not even talking about it. It's just like, what the heck is going on here?
Right.
So I mean, that will put them at 10-6, and if New Orleans wins out, they're 11-5.
Okay.
So the game against New Orleans is going to be key.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, looking at the playoff picture right now, as we stand, it's Pittsburgh number 1, New England number 2 in the AFC, and in the NFC, it's Philadelphia and Minnesota.
Minnesota, wow. And Bridgewater, he came back.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
After the devastating injury he had,
I didn't think he was going to come back.
No, I didn't either. I did not think he was coming back.
And that was an injury that took place in, what, training camp, practice?
I believe it happened in training camp.
Yeah.
Last year,
yeah.
So,
yeah.
Welcome back, Teddy. We hope to see you on the field soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've always liked Teddy Bridgewater.
I have too. I think he was going to be a great quarterback.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and he still has the potential to be. We've got to see how that injury is.
Yep.
But I think his future looks bright.
Okay. So let's transition to a big set of matchups tonight in college basketball.
College basketball, that's a sport that a lot of people don't talk about really until March. But, I love college basketball. I do.
Okay, we've got the State Farm Classic.
Okay.
Championship Classic.
Okay.
It's number 4 Kansas and number 7 Kentucky at 9:30 tonight.
Okay.
That's the last game of the night.
Uh-huh.
And then Duke, number 1 Duke versus number 2 Michigan State.
Those are going to be 2 top games.
They're going to be very good games.
For sure.
I believe.
Yeah.
Both teams basically have won their preseason, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Who you picking this year? I know it's early. I know it's not even December yet.
Real early to decide who. I mean, I'm a Kentucky guy.
I'm a Duke and Ohio State guy.
Kentucky's got a really young team. They're all freshmen.
Yeah.
I believe. So, if they're going to take their lumps, as long as they get to the tournament this year, I think they're going to be a team to watch. Mm-hmm. They got some really talented freshmen, as they did last year.
Yeah.
Beating UCLA and Lorenzo Ball.
Right.
Last year.
Right.
They ran into a very tough Michigan State team in the
what was it, the
Elite Eight?
Is that what it is? Elite Eight.
Elite Eight, yeah, I think it was the Elite Eight last year.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But I think Kentucky can do it. I think Duke's primed for another repeat. I think Duke, so.
It's going to be hard to beat Duke.
It will be hard to beat Duke this year. That ACC is going to be tough.
Yeah, as it always is every year.
That's the basketball mecca.
Yeah,
so to speak. So let's talk about tonight's games. Do you think who do you think is going to win out of these 4?
Out of Kentucky and Kansas.
Kansas is very tough. They got a very good defense.
Kansas is
Bill
tough.
Self is pretty tough.
But you know what? I'm going to take Kentucky on this one. You
you
can't knock the Wildcats.
No, you can't catch.
You honestly cannot.
Coach Cal too. I mean, he's going to be ready for this game. Last year's going to be a little bit. Last year, I think it was a good game too. It came down to the wire last year. Mm-hmm. Those 2 matchups.
Yeah. And then Duke and Michigan State. I'm picking Duke because.
I think Duke will win.
Yeah.
I'd like to say Michigan State could pull the upset, just because I like Tom Izzo and his coaching style.
I like Tom Izzo.
But you can't bet against Coach K. I mean, Coach K is the god.
Mike Krzyzewski. I mean, he is. So, there's a reason he didn't go to the NBA.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, my Aunt Lisa's a Duke fan, so she lives in North Carolina, so I'm going to have to go with Duke on this one.
Yeah.
My dad will kill me for saying that. But.
So.
But that's. College basketball's back, man. What do you I mean, it's hard to think. We got basketball season starting in the NBA. NHL starting up. They're in their 2nd month now. Mm-hmm. NFL's winding down.
They're winding down. Sadly, they are, and only 2 more weeks in the regular season in college football.
Yep. So I mean, we're transitioning into the winter sports, but I think this year in basketball is going to be better than last year. I think.
You think what on both levels?
On both levels.
Yeah.
I think
I haven't really gotten into the NBA yet. I mean, I
like
keep up with them.
Christmas is when you
Right now, I'm still in football.
That's about the time I do hockey as well.
Yeah.
But now that hockey season is really starting to full swing, Sidney Crosby's struggling a little bit.
I heard.
So, but he's also played a lot of hockey in 3 years.
Yeah. How many games is there? Like 80?
There's 82 games, and then there's 16 playoff games. But you also play more than that, and if you play a longer series.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're all 7-game series, and I think, last year's final went 6.
And it's going to be longer this year too, because isn't the Olympics?
No, there won't be a break this year for the Olympics.
Oh, no break.
The NHL players are not going to the Olympics.
Why not?
That was Gary Bettman. I don't know. He's the David Stern of basketball. Of hockey.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean...
So he's a horrible commissioner, is what you're trying to say.
He does things right, but he just... I wish he would just let the players do their thing. If they want to play... He's telling them that they can't play in the Olympics.
So who's going to play? College?
It'll be a mixture. It'll be a mixture of amateurs.
Like it used to be
It'll
before?
be a mixture of probably AHL rosters.
Oh, okay.
And a mixture of the ECHL rosters.
Oh, so you can see some Moreland Nailers.
Probably,
playing.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be some mixture of college players as well. So it'll be a mixture of the amateur level players, not the professional level players. It's sad to say that because I grew up, I grew up at the beginning of the era where the college football or where the college players were winding down and they're transitioning to pro players. I just want to see... You can't have an Olympic Games without Sidney Crosby versus Alexander Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Yes, you see it in the NHL every other night, but you can't do that with the Olympics. The Olympics are a world stage, and if you're going to claim your mantle being the best player in the world and you're not going to the Olympics, how can you do that?
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I agree.
Now they do have different teams for federational levels as far as the IFHL, the International whatever Hockey Federation. They do have different tiers for that, so they do have different players and stuff do that, especially during the playoffs. You'll see some teams that don't have playoff players play in that level. So I think, we'll see it. I think we'll see how this year's Olympics go, and then they'll take and change it.
Okay.
I think it'll be a different feel this Olympics, but in 4 years I think it's going to be back to the NHL.
Right.
I think they're going to lose money.
I think so too. Because when you have, it's just a difference between.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I got a little tick in my throat.
A little tick.
Yeah.
Hopefully he don't make me sick, y'all.
I'm not sick. It's just my throat.
You're sick, dog. But as I was saying, there's a difference in watching amateur players play as opposed to the professionals.
Exactly.
I don't think, in the Summer Olympics, if they had college players in basketball, I don't think they get as big ratings. I don't know. As opposed to
here's where
the NBA.
I think there's a difference between that and what they do now. I think if college players do that, I think they develop faster. I think they'll develop faster, and they do away with the 1-year rule in college basketball. And these players that are playing in college basketball can decide whether they want to go to the Olympics. If they're going to do that, if they go to the Olympics, they can't go pro.
Yeah.
But if they go to the Olympics, if they don't go to the Olympics, they can go pro.
Yeah.
I think that's how they should work that.
Right.
That's my opinion on that. I think they should do it at any level, college or as far as the Olympic Committee is concerned. I think if you're gonna turn professional, you shouldn't be allowed to play. Now there are bigger ratings, and there's certain people that will disagree with me on that. But there are bigger ratings when LeBron James is playing.
Right.
But I also think these players that have, because Coach Seth, the USA basketball team has had 2 college level players on their rosters when they've won the last 2 Olympics. Anthony Davis was one of them.
Yeah, he was.
He was still playing at Kentucky.
I thought he just got drafted.
No, he had just finished his season.
Yeah.
So his basketball season was over, and he had entered the draft.
Yeah.
So he was turning professional.
Right.
Now I think the rules should be reversed. I think if you're going to play in the professional amateur, I think the Olympics should be amateur anyways. I like that aspect of it.
I like both.
I agree. I can agree to disagree on that one. I like them both. I think professionals. There are certain things professionals do better than amateur athletes, but the amateur aspect. The 1980 Olympic team has gone down in the history the hockey team has gone down in history as the greatest upset in college of any sport.
Oh yeah, when they played Russia, right? Yeah,
and they were a bunch of professionals,
right?
So mixed emotions on it. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, professional sports do well. Amateur sports do well as well.
Right.
I think amateur sports should be given that opportunity again.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Like I said, I'm back and forth on it. You know, but you want to have the amateurs, cool. You want to have the pros, cool. If you want to have them both together.
See, I don't know if that should work. I think if you're going to have one or the other, you should have one or the other. You can't have. I don't think you should have a mixture. Now, it works in certain levels, like you said. It worked last year and it worked a year. You know, it worked 4 years ago and it worked with the basketball level. But we'll see. But I know the NHL is not sending their players over to the Olympic, the Seoul Games and it's Pyeongchang or whatever it is in South Korea.
South Korea. Is that where it's at?
It's in South Korea.
Or next year? Okay.
Yeah, next year, next to the Olympics.
Okay.
So, anything else we can?
Man, you know what? I think we covered just about everything. You know, please, guys, if you like the show, please give us your feedback, comment, do whatever you want. Subscribe, though. Please subscribe.
And hit the bell button. It's next to the subscribe. So every time this comes on, he pops a video up, you'll get the notification.
You will. It'll come right to your device. You will never miss a video.
So we want you to subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please. We're gonna do this every week. We're gonna try to do it every week. It's been rough the last couple times, but we're gonna try to do this every week.
I'm gonna do something. You know, like we said something last week that really didn't happen, but
yeah,
if we can get, I'm gonna go easy. I'm just gonna start at the basics. If we can get 10 subscribers right now, I have 37. New channel, 3 weeks in. I think we're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah.
If we can have 47 subscribers by next week, I'll do that ice bucket challenge. Or I'll do that chip challenge.
I'm not familiar with the chip challenge.
The chip challenge. You're not familiar with that?
No.
The hottest chip in the world, made by the hottest pepper. You didn't watch the pregame show yesterday?
I did not watch the pregame show yesterday.
You didn't see Shaq?
No.
Okay, so there's this chip that's going around. It's like a Dorito, I guess. Okay. It's like a cheesy chip, but it has the hottest pepper in the world, which is made in South Carolina. Ooh. They call, I forget what it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it comes in a box, and it's only one chip in this box. It's only one chip. That's how hot it is. I'll order it. I'll actually order it once this video is over. I'll order it. If I could get 47 subs by next week, I will do that challenge. And
I'm not gonna top that one.
And I won't have any milk.
I'm not gonna top that one. I can't do hot stuff. It'll tear me up.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up in the hospital.
But so I'll do it. I will. I honestly will.
I'll do the ice bucket challenge if we do the 10.
And it's cold up here.
It is cold.
It's cold.
It's getting colder.
Yeah.
So
it's not as cold as it was this past weekend.
Oh my god, it was horrible.
Yeah. So if y'all do that for me and JP, we'll do that for y'all.
Yep.
Okay. Any final words?
I hope. Let's just put it. I hope Wisconsin can get past Michigan and get to the Big Ten game undefeated, because I'd like to see that matchup with Wisconsin and Ohio State, and see what Wisconsin can do under pressure, being undefeated and have an opportunity to go to the playoff for that. Also, the NFL games with Thursday nights, the bye week. I'd love to see the bye week before the Thursday game.
Yeah.
Key injury with Richard Sherman going down last weekend.
A lot of key injuries there this season.
Yeah.
A lot.
So I think
the
Thursday night game needs to be reviewed.
Yeah.
I don't think they should get rid of it by all means. It's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just do the bye week before the Thursday night game.
Right.
Anything for you?
I wish Lonzo Ball can get his shot right. Honestly. I mean, he's trying, I mean, Lakers. Laker right here, Magic Johnson,
The great one.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The other, some all-time greats.
Jerry
man.
West, the logo.
Yeah.
I wish he could get his shot up. His shot just sucks right now.
He's struggling.
I mean,
rookie. He hit the rookie wall early.
Real early. I think he's trying to impress his dad, and not so much impress his dad, but just trying to. I think his dad's putting a lot more pressure on him than he needs.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So that's all I got to say on that note. Yeah. Go Bucks. Illinois this Saturday. Hopefully we can win.
Yeah.
Hopefully Notre Dame gets beat again. I'd love to see that. Who they got?
Oh, I think I don't know.
I forget. It's
yeah.
They got somebody on NBC.
I'd like to see the U beat the Cavaliers to stay undefeated. I mean, I'm not a Miami fan by all means, but I like to see them back up top. It's good to see them back up on top.
Yeah.
So
that's it, and
it's it for this edition of the Sports Addicts
with a Z.
Yeah.
Sports with a Z, Addicts with a Z.
Yep.
I don't know if y'all like this. I might make this its own channel.
Its own channel.
So shout outs to my brother again, King Motivation. Check out his videos real soon. He's coming for you. So, and we're going to try to have a video next week before Thanksgiving.
Try to.
Yeah.
We might take the week of Thanksgiving off.
Maybe.
Or get together a little earlier for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But we're definitely not.
We'll try to.
Yeah.
If not, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But, we will try to have a video for you.
Maybe right back here at this crib, or maybe you might get an opportunity to see my new crib.
Okay. That'll work. JP's sister's coming along as well.
Yeah,
She's
we're
on board.
working on it.
Working on it. Just got to, just make sure her dates are good with ours. We're going to do this. She's going to be like a moderator. And that way me and JP can really go at it with these sports topics.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Nothing. This is just a pre-show.
You ain't
of what
seen
we can do.
Nothing yet. So get those subscribers in and hit that bell button.
You won't regret it.
We're about to get the gloves off.
It's going to be nasty up in this mother. Beep! All right now. Y'all stay cool. Much love.